Namaste, beautiful friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Spiritual Wellness, a channel dedicated to uplifting and enhancing your spiritual well-being. Well, I'm still at my Lineberry tarot table because I'm still working on cookbook over there in my little office studio, and Christmas holiday gifts are all on the table and the holiday cards. So just busy in my workspaces. So this is actually working pretty well for me. So let me know in the comments how you like it. Have you ever had an old Lineberry cart like this? I love it. This is the thing that people notice the most when they first walk in. This is an authentic one, and it is heavy. It's all cast iron wheels and everything. But anyway, I've had it for years and I absolutely love it. So I just want to say thank you to all of my new subscribers, a deep offer of gratitude to everybody who's been on this journey with me from the beginning. I thank you so much, and I appreciate all of your comments, your likes, and definitely your subscriptions, because it helps my channel grow, which means these messages get out to more people to help uplift and enhance their spiritual well-being. I just like it as kind of like daily guidance. I know the birds are disturbing to some, but I mean, they're signs of life, and I like my home to sound like life. So it's just, every time I do a reading, I feel there's something in it for me. And I know there's something in it for you out there as well, because I can feel it. I can feel when it really powerfully resonates, and I know somebody's connecting with the message. So I'm going to get started today. I'm going to go ahead and prepare the space. I invite you to do a little bit of breath work for the next 33 seconds, just so that you can get grounded and centered and connect with self, so that you can really truly discern what parts of this message resonate for you. All right, so have already prepared the space, cleanse the energy. I'm just going to give the message that I've been giving for quite a while now. Clear up any stagnant energy in your life. It is so, it's almost like a form of healthcare. It just helps to reduce stress and that lingering, nagging energy of things that you need to, finish up, tidy up, complete, get that sense of completion, just get it off your to-do list, get it off your plate. When you clean up that energy, it is so uplifting. So that is a consistent message that I see in the readings, but I also feel it all the time. I work really hard at it because it's just, it feels like it supports my ascension, because I'm not dragged down by a lot of lingering negative energy, and things left undone turn into negative energy because they weigh on you. So that's my little spiritual uplift message, and it will be consistent, because between now and the end of the year, let's clean it up, celebrate the holidays with fresh energy. And also, I am a professional organizer. If you haven't been on my other channel or my Facebook page, The Organizer Advisor, we will do a total life transformation starting in January. Join me for that. We will every nook and cranny clean our home, organize everything, restructure your wardrobe, organize all those documents, and we'll have a definite fresh start for 2025 or whatever you're watching this. I do it every year. And we'll also talk about health and beauty and uplifting your financial well-being. So join me over there. I'm going to be using the Enchanted Blossoms deck. This is by Carla Morrow. I'm also going to be using the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell, and then the Illuminated Tarot, which is one of my favorite decks, but I do have to look up because the cards have some combined meanings. The major arcana are dovetailed into the minor arcana in this deck. So I have to kind of look at each different card for a meaning. And that is by Caitlin Keegan. So let's get started with the Enchanted Blossoms. I feel very floral today. I don't know why. I'm just feeling like an essence of rose. I have been told that I was in a previous lifetime, a sisterhood of the rose. I don't know anything about it. So if you know something about it, would you please leave a comment where I can get some more information? I just had people come up and tell me that. I don't know what it means. Sincerity. Sincerity. Yesterday, the message was about acceptance and kindness. This is about sincerity. So sincerity is really connecting with your compassion, both for self and others, and your authenticity. Sincerity is a combination of your authenticity with compassion. They said pull another one. Let me know how you're doing in the comments. Pluto is now in Aquarius. It feels good. It feels like things are shifting. Generosity. That was another card from yesterday. They wanted to remind me. Generosity. So sincerity and generosity. This is a great time of year to be thinking about sincerity and generosity, giving. And I'm especially, this is a great time that, some of those nonprofits really need some help during the holidays because that's when they do a lot of outreach. But also, my focus this year is to support local businesses and artisans because with this economy, there are lots of people struggling and they have really tapped in to their creative energy and have produced amazing, uplifting items, not just products, but services. And I'm focusing on purchasing from local artisans and business people in order to do all of my holiday shopping and gift giving, and a little bit for myself, just to be honest, because I really feel like this is the time that we work as a community. And, some of those big box stores, they have enough money. And there are some people on the planet who are truly, truly, truly struggling. And I feel like the redistribution of giving to a less magna focus and more of a micro focus, I guess macro, but for some reason the magna came up. I really feel like we're going to focus more on our communities and our localities. And I feel like that's where we need to be very generous right now. If you have abundance, be willing to share some and support some local people. All right, let's see what the rose, that Sisterhood of the Rose is really popping up from my guides. So if you have that energy, this might be specially for you. All right, so the Rose Oracle by Rebecca Campbell. What message do my viewers need for today, please? The Sacred Waters. Nourishment, replenishment, health, rest, and self-care. My favorite energy. Self-care is health-care. And this is the time of year many of us get super stressed out. It's active. There's lots of events. It's, shopping, cooking, preparing for guests, preparing for the holidays, decorating. It's a lot of work and it can get very, very, very stressful. So make sure you build in time for self-care. That is one of the major components of my total life transformation process as a professional organizer. None of what you do is going to be any good for anybody unless you are taking care of yourself. The best thing you can do for the people who love you is love yourself. Take care of self. You will be a happier person. Sacred waters. That to me says bath. Take a bath. You know, soak in the tub, do a cleansing ritual, take care of your body, hydrate. Rose without thorns. You have a right to your joy, peace, sweetness of life. This is like celebrating self, celebrating the joy of your everyday life. Make each moment special, or, you know, carve out moments to make special. Have a cup of tea with your favorite pastry. Go ahead and, you know, take that bath. Do some self-pampering. Give yourself a facial. Deep condition your hair. I have a weekly schedule for all of those health and beauty routines for some self-care maintenance. But, you know, make a special spot in your home where you can really feel comfortable and cozy. They're telling me about the Sacred Self-Care deck, but I don't have that deck out right now, so I'm sorry, I was not prepared for such an emphasis on self-care. All right, let's find out what the Illuminate. This is one of my favorite decks to use. It has such a great energy. So if you are a reader or you want to start reading, this is not a deck I would start with, but I certainly enjoy the energy of using this deck. Okay, so let's get started and see what message needs to come through. Get some detail for you on what all this means. I really feel like it's just the time of year message of, you know, focusing on being generous and giving, but don't neglect yourself. It does make a little noise, sorry. Okay, these are like the traditional or the playing cards. So we have 2 of diamonds, 10 of spades, ace of diamonds, jack of clubs. I'll pull one more. That was the king of diamonds. And right now everything is in the upright. 2 of clubs. Okay, so we have 2 of diamonds, 2 of clubs, bookending. So this is decisions. So how are you going to choose the energy for this holiday season? Okay, let me check out what these different cards mean. Okay, so this card is the High Priestess card. But it's also about struggling, juggling, multitasking. This could be the 2 of Pentacles, which is always a struggling and juggling. That means you're going to have a lot of things to juggle. Don't forget to keep connected to your higher self. Follow your intuition. And when you need to step back and do some good self-care, you'll know it. You know, when you get that prompt, hey, you're overextending, you've overbooked, step back and take care of self, because when your body, your physical being becomes exhausted, it is susceptible. So we want to take care of our physical being. But you also want to do some good spiritual self-care too. So, you know, this is meditation, breath work. So this card, another major arcana, this is the Judgment card, 10 of spades. It's about waking up. Look at the rooster. And usually my roosters are right out front crowing when I'm doing a reading. But this is about wake up. Wake up to something. It could also mean an announcement is coming that's going to wake you up. And I'm not talking about politically or geopolitically. I'm talking about in your personal life. It feels very personal that you're going to hear something, or something's going to, you're going to be informed. And that's going to kind of shake you awake. And it might be a little bit, you're feeling a little bit unbalanced with the struggling and juggling. And then all of a sudden you get the wake up call. All right, this is the World card, the Ace of Diamonds. And it is about open-mindedness, peace, and possibly travel. So if some of you are traveling, we got 3 major arcanas already. So this is going to be a powerful energy. Let's do Jack of Clubs, and then I'll bring it all together for you. These two go together. This is the enthusiastic pursuit of a new venture. Could be an adventure. It could be a traveling adventure. It just could be something that you're going to start that's new and novel. And it's because it's almost like it's a Fool card, but this is enthusiasm. This is, the World card is generally kind of like a closing of a previous cycle. And now you're starting this new. It's invigorating. It's uplifting. It's exciting. So something new. And there's a curiosity component with it, with the cats in the image. All right, let's do the King of Diamonds. Here we have generosity again. Happiness found in the nature of spirituality. So 2 reiterations now. Generosity. It's important to give so that you can receive. You create that energetic flow of energy. So what you put out, what you give out, you receive. But then we have this higher self, your spirituality. I think this is going to be a really big spiritual season for many of us. I'm actually doing a spiritual retreat at the very end of the month before I start a new year, so that I can cleanse some energy, so that when I come back for the total life transformation, then I'm bringing in a fresh energy, a fresh enthusiasm to help uplift others, because everybody feels better when they feel like they have a really good framework in their life that's effective for them, so that they can keep up instead of catch up. 2 of Clubs, a passionate conversation or debate. This might be what this announcement is about. There may be this revelation, and it comes through, there could be a, you can control, instead of turning this and letting this, kind of descend into a argument. It can be a debate. And if it gets to a point where it's getting a little out of control, you can step back and say, let's agree to disagree. But it feels like this is going to be the result of this big announcement. Okay, so let me put everything together for you. First of all, let's talk about the High Priestess, Piscean energy, moon, water, awareness, wisdom, intuition, and connectedness. So keep that in mind. Give me a second. The Judgment in the World. They came in out side by side. Those are basically the closing of a karmic cycle. The Judgment card to me is you reap what you sow. This is going to be your what you have put out there energetically is what you're going to get back. And then you're going to say, oh, either that's wonderful, I'm going to keep doing that, or you're going to say, I don't like that outcome. I didn't like what I received. So now I'm going to adjust what my energy and what I put out. But this is also going to be some sort of an announcement. And then this is not a major arcana, but it feels like Fool energy. I'm going to look up that King of Diamonds one more time. I feel like this generosity, you may be, I feel like there's going to be a disagreement about how you're giving, or there's going to be a disagreement about your belief system. That's what this passionate debate is about. Don't let it escalate into something nasty. This is not the time of year for that, and you're too evolved for that. So if you start to feel it's going into a negative direction, this is the time to shut it down and walk away and say, well, we'll pick up this discussion maybe in the new year. You can always say perhaps doing some research would be helpful. But there's sincerity, generosity, really being sincere and connected to self, connected to your belief system, connected to what you authentically feel, believe, and know. That knowing with this high priestess, what is your inner knowing? The person you may be arguing with may be still in very distorted energy, and you have to have compassion for that. Yes, it's their choice. However, we're all on a different timeline. We all come into our ascension spiral at different points. And we progress at different rates. Just like learning. Not everybody learns the same or at the same speed. We're learning life's lessons, and it will be at different rates. But I feel like there is definitely something about the rose without thorns. Don't be ugly. I mean, you're going to be tempted if you're in egoic energy. You're going to be tempted to force your opinion or your belief system or tell someone, hey, that's wrong. You don't have to do that. You can honor where they are in their journey without agreeing with them. Let me say that again. You can honor where they are in their journey without agreeing with them. That's probably the most profound message here. But then we have the sacred water. I'm going to say it's really, really important right now to take care of self, to self-nurture, give good self-care, and make sure that you are hydrating, but also it's a cleansing. I feel like when you do a meditation, or maybe even in the shower or in the bath, do a meditation where you're cleansing your aura. Activate each chakra in your meditation, and what I would advise doing is, as you do your breath work, breathe in light from the top of your crown, let it stop at your pineal gland, and then go through each chakra and cleanse with the water and brighten with the light. And do that meditation. I think you're going to benefit tremendously from that. But it is all about being sincere, compassionate, and generous. Authentically. Not as a show, like, oh, look at how much I gave. This is about, if you have abundance, there is need. And sharing is caring. Okay, let's do bottom of the deck first with the, faith. This is a belief system. It may be challenged in this heated debate. Don't let it turn into an argument, and don't let it divide you. We are nature, becoming grounded embodiment, living in connection. We are all connected. Stay connected. And remember, with the Moonology deck, that new moon in Sagittarius, focus on the positive. Even though this person may be trying to really draw you into something, focus on the things about them that you really do appreciate. Oh, this is Six of Pentacles. Look at it, sharing. Everybody's bringing something to the table and sharing. This is the give and take. You reap what you sow, but when you give, you receive. So if you give generously and sincerely, it will come back to you. This is the Six of Pentacles, and it's always a card of equilibrium. That's the flow of energy that you want to create. It is helpful to do that meditation, though, to help unblock some of those chakras and make sure that you are having a clear energetic pathway through you, from your crown, the beam of light, all the way down through your feet, and then back up. This is your toroidal field. This is your aura. You can create and cleanse that with your meditations. Okay, that's what I have for you today. I hope it helps. Please leave me a comment if you found anything worthwhile in this reading. And until next time, my lovelies, have a wonderful day. Namaste. Thank you so much for your likes, your subscribing to my channel, and your very kind comments. I hope you found this video helpful. Please check out my other videos for other messages that will help you enhance your spiritual well-being. I'm Elle. And I hope you have a wonderful day, and I look forward to seeing you again. Until then, my dear friends, namaste.